Hello, it's been a minute. So, yeah, everything's growing. Everything's growing really, really fantastically. So, we've got some strawberries today, and we're going to be putting these. I think we've got a little bud coming up there. Look. Oh. So, right at the bottom, I'm going to take you down there. I'm going to do a little walk through what we've got in at the moment, and I'm going to show you where we're going to be putting the strawberries, and yeah, so let's have a little walk down there and have a look. Here we go. So again, these are the strawberries that are going to be putting in. We've only got 6, but we've got these donated by a plot holder. So yeah, I'll just give you a little pan view of the potting shed. It's a bit of a mess, especially down there, but we're not looking down there, we're looking up here, so it's less messy. Right, so I'm going to have a walk round. We've been taking from this these rhubarb, and we've had some beautiful crumble out of it. So the wife at the moment is just segregating some of the plants because I believe this is actually blight. You might be able to tell us in the comments actually if it is. I think it might be blight. It might be due to the fact that we watered them around 12 o'clock a couple of days ago because it was the only time that we could come up. We were quite sunny. Maybe it's that, maybe it is blight. But I think if we catch it early and take the leaves off, and the wife's going to mount some of them up. So yeah, we've got the other row coming up as well. And this bed needs utilising. So we've got rocket in here, and they're all going to be taken out and put in a one big pot. We've got some spinach here. These were set mainly for some like microgreens, just so that we could have something quicker than anything else. Again, small potatoes. I'm pretty sure it is blight, unfortunately, but we'll have a little look and try to see if we can save them. But they've been in, I want to say like a month now, maybe 6 weeks. So we'll see. Onions here. I'm not sure if you can see right well through the netting. We've got onions, we've got broad beans. The dwarf broad beans that we put in, these are the ones that my mum made for us. They didn't make it. I think they've been eaten. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do with this part of the bed. But it's just like little weeds on here. This should be barren. But there's tons and tons of little leaves, so I think this needs turning over. Got another empty bed there, and it's almost time for everything to go out. I think it actually is, you know. This is my son's. He's kind of neglected it, but I'll give him some help this weekend, and we'll try to get it back into some form of shape. We've got potatoes coming up, which is nice. And the mint is just going absolutely out of hand. I'm actually thinking about culling some of this and cutting it back because we are not a massive lover of mint in our family, unfortunately, and it feels such a shame to get rid of it, but I'd rather be growing some herbs and stuff that we would eat rather than keeping stuff that we're not gonna. And dock leaves, that needs cutting down, taking out. Here's the most populated bed. We've got 2 rows of spinach, 2 varieties of spinach in here, and again there's some like weeding between the plants. The wife said that this is, did you say these are turnips? What would you say these were? Turnips. Apparently these are turnips, so she's going to thin these out and probably use most of them as microgreens, to be fair. We've got peas over there, they're growing beautifully. And we've got some chard. I'm not a big lover of chard, so we've only got a little bit. Barren plot, and there's a potato growing in it. So I'm not sure what we're going to do with that, because this plot is meant to be used for the sweet corn. So yeah, we're probably not going to be planting in it for a couple of weeks. Maybe we'll get some spring onions in and out before we get time to use it, but we'll see. And again, this one is going to be for sweet corn as well, because we really like the idea of growing big, nice, tall sweet corn. This was the bed that I put in. I did a little short on it. and this is where the strawberries are going to grow. So what we're going to do is, I've got some wood. I'm going to put a plank here, here, and here, and then we're going to dig. I'm going to dig this over, put in a strawberry bed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you around, set you up somewhere, and maybe do a time lapse of it. My first ever time lapse. So hope you enjoy that. But guys, this is it. The strawberry bed's in. I think what I'm going to do, it's just on the corners. I'm going to get a nail in. I need to go pick them up from home. But it needs weeding, desperately needs weeding. But I don't have time to do it, so that's going to have to be on another day. And I kind of want to get a video out because I haven't had one out for 2 weeks. So next video will be us topping this off and weeding it all and getting it all ready and getting some strawberries in there, I think, and getting some hardware in to the corners. But yeah, I tell you, there were a pile of bricks under there. I don't know why. There were just like a row of them there. So, and they were about a foot down. So a bit weird why they were there. But I don't know if you remember, if you check back, I'll put an annotation up here to the first video. You'll see that this had like a chicken wire mesh netting in, and that was like half full with compost. So that got sieved through. There's a video of us doing that as well, another annotation up here. And yeah, so talking to the neighbours, that compost bin was in there for at least 9 years that hadn't been emptied, because we found wrappers, like sweet wrappers, and it had dates of like 2000 and I think 2014 was the oldest one that we got, so it's got at least 9 years. So it should be good stuff in here, but there's some like massive weeds in there, like all the way down. That's huge, just to kind of put it into perspective. But yeah, so I've got these now to get rid of or repurpose, and I've got all that to get rid of, and I'm not looking forward to that job, but it's got to get done. But just slowly and surely we'll get it all down, and it weed all these. I've done a few of them already up here, which I'll show you. So just on the edge of the bed here, I've put a little row in of spring onions. So there's some spring onions there, and there's some more up here. And I think what I'm going to do, all the way down the sides of these beds, I'm just going to put a row of spring onions in, and then at least we can get the weeds down, because otherwise it just gets matted up with grass and all sorts of crap. And yeah, it's constantly going, there's constantly stuff to do. So I'll just turn around and do a little outro. So that took me about 80 minutes to do there. Oh god, that were back-breaking. You don't know how unfit you are until you have to do some digging. But we don't do these things because they're easy. We do them because we thought they were going to be easy, and turns out it wasn't. But yeah, got a visitor coming, so I'm gonna have to go. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.